I'll go as far as to say that the Cardinals is going to the Super Bowl
Stop
out
it.
of the
I
NFC.
was hoping you didn't say that. Stop it.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Welcome back. Another episode of Facts and Stats here, man. I got my four hosts with me. I got Q, I got King, and I got my man Evel. We back with another episode, just talking to y'all about a few topics. First topic of the day. Well, actually, first I want to say I need y'all to subscribe to YouTube. Um, Comment, like, subscribe, all that, man. Drop some comments on Instagram as well, and follow us on social media, Twitter, and yeah, just holler at us, man. Talk to us. First topic of the day, I want to talk about who do y'all think is the best team in the NFC West right now? A lot of teams is on fire racing for that number one seed. So I'm gonna go with King first. Who you think is the best team in the NFC West?
Kind of hard, you know. I said part of me want to say Arizona.
I like to hear that.
Arizona can't be. I mean, it's you got a three-way deadlock. Really, well, really it's a four because you can't sleep on the Rams, and then the 49ers are banged up, but like fully healthy, they a problem. I know that for a fact of shit. Well,
Mm-hmm.
the Seahawks, offensive wise, they got a high power offense. Don't get me wrong. But I always been saying at the beginning of the season, the defense is suspect. You can score on them because mainly they get in a lot of like high scoring games for real. And
Right.
that's probably gonna be their downfall, and also that Jamal Adams still being hurt. But I'm a kind of lean since I'm gonna lean towards the high hand, and I think the high hand is Arizona Cardinals. Really, I think Cliff Kingsbury. He's getting a rhythm. He's getting the hang of things in the NFL, and he know how to use Kyler Murray well. And they do got some offensive weapons. To be honest with you, Kenyon Drake, Chase Edmonds, D Hop, of course you got Larry Legend, Chris Kirk, and also Andy Isabella. So I think they got a little more firepower. Los Angeles Rams, they it's kind of flip floppy. Don't get me wrong, their offense is good. And then you got some. It all depends on how Jared Goff goes with the Rams because we know their defense is straight or whatever. But it all depends on which Jared Goff you're gonna get week in and week out. So yeah, I'm gonna probably go with Arizona for now.
That's a fact.
Evel, who you got in this NFC West battle?
I'm gonna still say the Seahawks. I know the Cardinals just beat them, but I know if they were to, I know, like I said, I know if they were to meet in the playoffs, Russell Wilson is not losing to the Cardinals. If they were to play in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a nice regular season win, a top hard-fought game last week, but the Seahawks got the better quarterback. Healthy, they got the better running back. They don't got the better wide receiver, but the Cardinals are a team to really look out for. I expect them to win like a 10, 11 games probably this season because like they're well built. With Buda back there, they still got the veteran Pat Pete, Isaiah who needs to be on the field more, but a game-winning pick that he got. They just got a lot of pieces on offensive and defensive, and came already in the offensive pieces as well, named offensive pieces. So, but the Seahawks do too. And, I respect all four teams in that division, like King said. 49ers just banged up. And if they were healthy, in my opinion, they'll be number one. Because Seahawks would be two. But as of right now, I think the Seahawks still the best team in that division, although the Cardinals did just get a big win over them last week.
Well, Q. I mean, I know you're a Cardinals fan, but
You already know. Hey, I'm about to talk my talk real quick. I'm about to talk my talk about my squad. We the best team in the NFC West. That's it. Look, we got Kyler Murray. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all something. Let me show y'all something. We got Buda Baker. Let me start off with him. 59 tackles, 48 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, 5 tackles for loss, safety position. Our offensive line is number 1 in pass block win rate and number 2 in run block win rate. And then I don't even really got to talk about Kyler and DeAndre and Larry Legend because we already know I'd be wasting y'all time if I just sat up here because we already know they wrong. But I'll go as far as to say that the Cardinals is going to the Super Bowl
Stop
out
it.
of the
I
NFC.
was hoping you didn't say that. Stop it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say.
You going a little too far.
Stop.
Oh man.
I'm not trying to. Now look, if they make it and you right, I'm a clap. I'm gonna say good shit, all that. But
I'll
stop
give you
it, man.
$100. I'll give you $100.
I might match that.
Cash.
I might match that for real.
That's it.
All right. Now,
Tell me
it's
why
on
you
record
think.
now.
Tell me why you think y'all are.
I honestly think
but like
that
before,
this team
hold on, before you say it, like over the Packers, the Bucks, and the other, you still got to worry about the Saints when Michael Thomas get back as well. Just some other teams that's in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think our quarterback is a winner. I see a lot of winning qualities in him, and he's very, very, very skilled and very versatile. I know this is irrelevant when it comes to the pros, but he's won at every level he played at, and if you just a born winner like that, that just got to be in you. I think this team I think the momentum is going to pick up because of our another thing, our schedule. In the beginning of the season, we played teams that weren't all that good. Like we played the Lions, the football team, the Panthers, and the Jets and the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. But later on in the season, we get into those better games, the better teams. We got Buffalo, we got Seattle again, we got the Rams, and we got the 49ers and the Rams again. Right. So I think progressing in strength of schedule throughout the end of the season can help, because it's kind of like it's you starting up and you working your way up like anything else. So I think that'll help with our momentum. And then another thing is Kyle Murray is also going to flourish because of how good our O-line is. So, and then I think them boys is hungry. I think DeAndre Hopkins is very hungry. He spent all those years in the Texans, and a lot of people they don't sleep on him, but it's a lot of other names when you get on the topic of best wide receiver in the league that isn't DeAndre Hopkins. There's a lot of other names. So I think a good playoff run by DeAndre Hopkins will help that, and I think he wants that for himself too. And I know Larry is hungry because Larry ain't been to a Super Bowl since, when was it? Was it 2010?
I think it was 2008.
No, it's 2009, 2010.
Okay, yeah. And then they lost that one, so he hasn't been to another one in a minute, and he's still been one of the best players. Like, his longevity up to this point is crazy. So I think we got a lot of pieces, and then that veteran leadership too, because that's like one thing I see with football is,
but hold on,
like that spirit leads a long way, because I look at them like the Ravens. The Ravens weren't a team that everybody, ain't think was gonna make. I'm talking about way back when Ray Rice and Joe Flacco was there. People ain't really think they was gonna win the Super Bowl, but they had people that was hungry like a Ray Rice that led them. So I think this is kind of that same situation.
I said Ray Rice was there?
Yeah.
Ray Rice was there.
That's a good point. I like that. I was like, whoa, where you going with that comparison? But then, yeah, I see what you're saying. People didn't think we was going to win the Super Bowl that year. Mark, make sure you speak on the Ravens Steelers game coming up tomorrow as well. But then, Keem, it looked like you had something to say. Like, what you had to say to Q?
I wanted to correct them on some stuff, like as far as the O-line. They still need pieces. Don't get me wrong, they're looking nice now.
Yeah.
Their first, 5-6 weeks, the strength of the schedule they played. Really kind of played some, some black teams.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's like the teams you name is really going to be a test. And to say to go to the Super Bowl is way too early for them. I say, that's
the best time to do it.
Every year too.
They need more pieces on the offensive line, because the reason why they probably offensive line looking good right now, because Kyler Murray is running every time. He's scrambling every time. He's not standing in that pocket. Like, he's making a play outside every time. Of course, your O-line gonna look good, but at the end of the day, later on in the season, good defenses are gonna key in on all that stuff. So,
but I think Kyler Murray is such a elusive and versatile player that he's gonna give defenses a lot of problems, because they could stop the run, but he could throw that thing deep too.
But at the same time, you gotta look at it, and let me bring up the Ravens with Lamar. He the same thing, fast as hell, elusive, and all that. But it's like when come playoff time, you really have time to key in on all that. So
yeah, but they didn't have a Larry Fitzgerald and a DeAndre Hopkins though.
Okay, yeah, I can give you that.
We also got some other pieces that they didn't have because what was the other issue? Didn't they have another issue too? I can't really remember.
It was outside of not having offensive firepower on the wide receiver end. They just dropped like 7 or 8 catches that game against the Titans. So like we couldn't really get nothing going.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of dropped catches. Other than that, like all credit to the Titans, they rolled out that game and they came prepared. So with no excuses.
And then we looking at the playoff picture right now. Shoot, if the playoffs had started today, they would have had to face Tampa Bay, and that would have been the biggest test for Kyler Murray because Devin White and Lavonte David is running with him.
I would love that. I love that. You know, I want that.
You a Tom Brady hater, so I expect that.
I want that. I ain't a Tom Brady hater. I just don't think he's as good as people.
But you told me that this year you're going to see why Bill Belichick was the person that got the Patriots going. Look at what the Patriots are doing now. Look what Tom Brady's doing now.
Okay, I didn't think the Patriots was going to be Super Bowl favorites because they still, I mean, they lost stuff. They're not going to go from where they were and stay where they were losing Tom Brady. I wouldn't go as far to say that, but I really think them boys, I think Tampa Bay, I think they're going to fold in the playoffs.
I mean,
and we're going to see.
They can only get better.
I want that first round matchup.
You said they only can get better, Mark?
Yeah, with AB, they can only get better.
How can they get worse? How can you stop them?
I ain't about to get a first season because Patriots are definitely banged up, and then you got some players that are out of COVID reasons, and then you got Cam Newton. Like, you know, I feel as though he's still like getting better, you know, because you know he just did have COVID a couple weeks ago and shit. So I'm thinking like all that, you know.
Yeah, I did think they would make the playoffs.
And plus, their receivers getting hurt. They ain't got shit at receivers, like none of that. So, but at the same time, it's too early to call it on both sides. And you got Tom Brady that freaking got damn near the best offense probably. Like, as far as names, Mike Evans, Godwin, Scotty Miller coming up, Antonio Brown, Gronk, O.J. Howard, Fournette, and Ronald Jones in the backfield. So it's like
Fournette been hurt though. O.J. Howard out for the year. Godwin missed
but he still got Gronk, so it don't matter. That's his man. You got
Godwin. I mean, Gronk just started getting going. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He been out of football. Now he got his football shape going, and he's trying to stay on the field.
And Gronk and he gonna have AB. That's all you need, bro.
And you arguably you gotta. They O line is good, so they never been bad. They always been solid. So. It's like, of course, he's going to function way easier. And then he arguably got number one defense. So, of course, it's easier to function with that. But to me, it's too early to call it, really. Bill Belichick. It is early. You know, we midway through the season. We at the midway point. We going to revisit this because we got them tough opponents later on. So, I'm ready to revisit this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we're gonna switch it over to Ravens and Steelers though. That's a big game, rivalry game. I know a lot of history has been made with this rivalry. So I'm gonna go with Evel first. I know you're a Ravens fan, so talk to me, man.
Man, I'm glancing at my photo that I got when we won the Super Bowl 8 years ago, and a Lamar Jackson photo as well.
That's 8 years ago though, bro.
Man, I mean, look, I'm excited, man. Like, a fun fact: John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin both won 23 games, head up against each other. So I'm expecting to be one of them little usual dog fights. We a little banged up, so I don't really know what to expect. But I know the Ravens mentality. It's always the next man up. You know, we don't make excuses on our side. I'm a little worried because when I look at the Steelers, when I think of the Steelers, I think of the offensive firepower that they have at the wide receiver end. And they do use all three of the running backs as well too. So the Pittsburgh is well balanced. You know, they got a top defense. They got a good offense, good wide receivers: Claypool, Deontay, Juju, James, and Ray too. He's coming up as well. So it's a lot to worry about. But I'm confident in Lamar Jackson. I think this is a game that Lamar needs to show out because a lot of people saying that he's not looking the same or the Ravens are not looking the same what he was looking like last year. When he's literally doing the same thing he was doing last year, just running the ball less. So I think the Ravens will pull it out. I think it's going to be a close game. And the way I want to win, it may sound lame, but I want to see Justin Tucker win it. And Tuck we trust. I want to see Justin Tucker win. I want to be one of them type of games where we need Justin Tucker to win it by a field goal.
Game winner type.
Yeah, that's what I want to see right there.
All right, so King, who you got in this big rivalry game?
I say I got the Steelers taking the first game. You know, I think Ravens taking the second game. Really, you know, with them, that was a big rivalry and all that. It can go either way.
Yeah.
But I think Steelers gonna sneak away with it probably by a field goal. Like I said, they got, you know, some offensive firepower. Even though, you know, I don't believe in Big Ben really, but I can't knock him. He's still a good quarterback and everything. He don't got 2 Super Bowls for no reason. And I think it's gonna come down to, you know, the Ravens receivers having to step up really, because you know that's where they're lacking at the most, is at the receiver corps. And we seen that they signed Dez Bryant to the practice squad, which I think he's going to get upgraded probably like the next week or something. They ain't gonna keep him for the practice squad long.
Yeah.
Not with the receivers they got. And not for real.
I think Dez gonna save the day. Oh man.
I don't think he's gonna save the day, but he's a better option than
Willie Snead.
Yeah, Willie Snead definitely.
Better option than Willie Snead.
Put him with Hollywood, and I'm thinking like that because Mark Andrews can't be the only one keep catching balls for real. So I got the Steelers taking that jump.
All right, Q. Last but not least, let me know who you got in this rivalry.
I got Ravens because I need Big Trust to show what Big Trust about for real. This is the rivalry game, and these are the games you got to show it, because these are the games people gonna remember. You know, like Ev said, there's some people who kind of forgot about Lamar. I ain't been hearing, you know, last year Lamar was the topic of discussion, and now Lamar, even though he's doing the same thing, he don't really get talked about as much, and some people are saying he's starting to fall off. So this is a game that everybody's gonna be watching. Rivalry game. These are the games you gotta show up. So we gonna see what Big Trust is about.
Yes, sir.
So we got 2 Ravens and we got Steelers. I'm gonna go with the Steelers as well because I just think they're just too balanced offense wise and defense wise. And I think they're gonna win this game probably by about a touchdown or 2. You know, I think it's gonna be one.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be one of them games. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think Big Ben gonna have a good game. I don't know why, but I feel like he's gonna have a good game.
One thing I can't say. Go ahead. My fault.
Oh no, you good.
One thing I can't say, like, if they win, that's when I'm gonna start taking them serious as like Super Bowl contenders. You know, all due respect.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I don't like. You gotta give them some type. They're gonna be 7-0. They're gonna be number 1 in the AFC. You know, you gotta give them some type.
I was saying because you know y'all played them banged up last year. Now they healthy.
Nah, I don't want to hear that. We swept them. I don't want to hear that. They'll never sweep us. They won't sweep us. We swept them.
Y'all played Duck Hodges and Mr. Rudolph.
I ain't trying to hear that.
Hodges.
It's always the next
now, if they lose, then I'm really not gonna believe in them. Because I've been like that. I've been the same way as Keem for years. Like, I don't believe in the Steelers. Like, ever since, like, really since like 2010, I haven't. That's been one of the teams that I know they're gonna win their regular season games, a good 10, 11, 12. But I don't be believing in them in the play.
I ain't say I ain't believing the Steelers. I just said I ain't believing Ben Roethlisberger. That's it.
I've
been saying they need to get a new quarterback for the longest.
Yeah, they need to.
Yeah, that's facts.
They thought Mason Rudolph was next up, but he ain't it. They're gonna need to draft another quarterback. I think this year, actually, you know, Ben almost gonna be on his way out. So
there's been another episode of Facts and Stats, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. You know, all the channels: YouTube, IG, Twitter. Also, follow us on the Anchor app. And yeah, man, we out.
We out.
We outie.